Transformer paralleling, when we can parallel two or more number of transformers. So what's the benefit of paralleling these transformers? Because of reliable and the redundant power supply to a single bus. But there are some disadvantages also. This will increase the short circuit level as well. This is the main disadvantage of paralleling the transformers. But before paralleling the transformers, we need to keep in mind that there are some criteria to parallel the transformers. We will discuss with different case studies what are those parameters. So this is a network. Here one number grid is connected. Let's define, suppose 110 kV grid. Let's say short circuit X by R ratio as 30. Let's say short circuit fault level is 40 kA. So let's define this transformer 110 kV by 6.6 kV. MVA transformer. Impedance I am choosing here, not typical one. Let's say 10% impedance. Also the tap settings, principal tap, grounding, DYN1, let's select the same parameters over here. percentage impedance, principal tap, grounding. Let's keep the same DYN1. Okay, and here is the lump load connected with 6.6 kV bus. Let's say 10 MVA. Fine. First of all, to parallel the transformers, the transformer rating should be same. Here is 10 MVA, here is also 10 MVA, so the transformer ratings are same. Let's run quickly the load flow. The system is slow a little bit. Okay, that's fine. So here the load sharing, you can see this is 4198 kilowatt, 2602 kilovar. Here also 4198 kilowatt and 2602 kilovar. So the load shared by these two transformers are identical. The total load is 8396 kilowatt. So shared equally. Now if we change, suppose keeping the transformer T1 rating same, I am changing this transformer rating. Instead of 10 MVA, suppose this is 12.5 MVA. Let's run load flow once again. Yeah, so the load shared by this transformer T1 is 3737 kilowatt, whereas this transformer T2, this load is 4671 kilowatt. That means the transformer T2 is loaded more than transformer T1. So this load sharing is not identical for both the transformers. So this is one of the criteria, that transformer rating must be same when you want to parallel the transformers. Let's go back to the previous rating, 10 MVA. Now what I will do, I will change the impedance here. If I change the impedance here, suppose this is 15%. So all other parameters are same, only I have changed the impedance with respect to transformer T1. Let's run once again the load flow scenario. Let's see what's happened. So now the transformer rating is same, only the impedance is 10% and here 15%. So because of the increase in percentage impedance, the load shared by this transformer T2 is coming 3350 kilowatt, whereas by this transformer T1 it is coming 5025 kilowatt, which means the load is not shared equally by both the transformers. In this case, transformer T1 is overloaded. So the transformer percentage impedance should be identical. Now we will go back to the transformer impedance as 10%, and we will see what's the impact of this voltage rating. So let's go back to 10% impedance, and let's see this voltage ratio is 6.9 kV. Okay, let's run once again. Now all other parameters are same, only the voltage ratio, here it is 110 by 6.6 kV and here 110 by 6.9 kV. So let's see what's the impact of different voltage ratio. So load shared by this transformer T1 is 4167 kilowatt and reactive var is 605.1 kilowatt, whereas by this transformer T2 4298 kilowatt. So this is much more, and reactive bar, this is quite large, 4641 kilovar. So before paralleling the transformers, we should ensure that the transformer voltage ratio is also same. Now let's go back to the impedance. No, this voltage ratio 6.6 kV, and we will change this tap, suppose plus 2.5%. Okay, so here this is principal tap, and here 2.5% tap. Let's run once again. Let's see what's the impact. Okay, so here for transformer T1, 4316 kilowatt shared by this transformer, and the load shared by this transformer T2, 4040 kilowatt, because here the transformer tap is changed to plus 2.5%, and also the reactive power kVAR is also changed. So this both the transformer tap settings should be identical before paralleling the transformer. This is another parameter. Let's go back to principal tap. Okay, now identical. Now we will change the vector group. Let's see what's happened. Go to grounding. Here it is, instead of dyn1, let's change it. Suppose 150 degree angle, that means dyn5. So here din1 vector group, and here din5 vector group. Let's run load flow. All other parameters are same: transformer rating, voltage rating, percentage impedance, tap position, all are identical. Only I have changed the vector group. Okay, so here 4198 kilowatt, 4198 kilowatt, and reactive power is also same. Okay, now there is a point. For this transformer vector group, for group 1, it should be group 1. If the transformer T1 vector group is group 1, then it should also be group 1. If it is group 2, this should be also group 2. Group 1 means 0 degree. So here suppose 0, then 0, and group 2, okay. Only thing is that you can parallel this din1 vector group with din11. There will be no change in the output result, but you cannot parallel the transformer with dyn0 with dyn6, means 180 degree. So 0 degree is din0 should be parallel with din0 vector group transformers only. but you can use the transformer T1 as DIN 1, and here suppose this is DIN 11, so I will choose DIN 11 here, DIN 1, here DIN 11. Let's see what's the impact. Okay, so no impact, 4198 kilowatt and 2602 kilowatt. So as a conclusion, before paralleling the transformers, the transformer rating should be identical, voltage rating should be identical, percentage impedance should be identical, transformer tap position should be same, vector group also should be same or with similar kind of vector group.